Good day. So our topic is all about solving linear equations in one variable. To solve an equation class, we have to find the value of the variable that makes the equation true, or a true statement, meaning the left and the right side of the equation should be equal. Alright, and those values that would satisfy the equation or that would make the statement true are what we call solutions or roots of the equation. Okay? And for us to be able to solve for those roots or solutions, we need to follow these steps. Okay, so we have here three steps in solving linear equations in one variable. Let's have the first one. We need to isolate the variable on one side of the equation. So isolating means rewriting an equivalent equation in which the variable is on one side of the equation and everything else is on the other side of the equation. Okay? Meaning to say, we should make the variable alone in that certain side of the equation. May it be on the left or on the right side. Okay? Second, make the coefficient of the variable equal to 1. So we should make the numerical coefficient of the variable equal to 1. For example, we have a 3x. We need to make it just 1x or just x. Since we are using or dealing or finding the solutions. Okay? Third, check by substituting the value of the variable to the original equation. Once you have found already the solution, we need to check it by substituting the value of that variable to the original equation or to the given. Okay? So let us now solve equation using addition property of equality. So last time or on the previous sessions, we discussed the different properties of equality. So let's have a recap. Addition property of equality. If we have the same quantity, we need to add if we have the same quantity and we add the same value or number to both sides of the equation, the sum would still be the same. Okay, that's what is meant by the APE or addition property of equality. Let's take a look at our first example. To solve for x plus 21 equals negative 7. So this equation means that if we have an unknown quantity x that is being added to 21, it should be equal to negative 7. Okay, so we can solve this by guessing a possible value of x, then checking it if it would make the equation a true statement. Okay, pwede tayong manghula lang ng values of x. However, there is a more efficient way of solving this by using the properties of equality. Okay? That's why we get to be familiarized with those properties so that we could apply them in solving linear equations in one variable. Okay, let's try to solve this example. So x plus 21 equals negative 7. That is our given. Again, our first step is to isolate the variable x, meaning x should be alone in this side. And as you can see, our x is on the left side. And for us to isolate it, we need to add the additive inverse. So now we're dealing already with the basic identities. We need to add the inverse of 21. Why? Because if we add here the inverse, which is negative 21, it will be 0. No, makakancel natin siya so that x would be alone. Okay? So let's see. So using the APE, we have here adding the same value, which is negative 21, and that is the additive inverse of 21. So since we are dealing with APE, meaning to say we need to add also negative 21 on the right side, since we added it on the left side, for it to be balance, no? So here, simplifying it, it would be x plus 21 plus negative 21. So 21 plus negative 21, as I have said earlier, it will be cancelled or it will be 0, okay? And then on the right side, simplify it, negative 7 plus negative 21, the sum would be negative 28. Now, let's simplify. What is the value for x here? Since x plus 0, the additive identity, when we add 0 to any number, the sum is always the number, or x. No, x is equal to just negative 28. And let's see if this is really our solution for this equation. So to check, we will need to use the substitution property. Okay? Again, if our x is negative 28, then x plus 21 is equal to negative 7 is our given. Substitute the value of x to the equation, which is negative 28. So that would be negative 28 plus 21 is equal to negative 7. Simplify. What is the sum of negative 28 and 21? So the sum would be negative 7 equal to negative 7. Okay? As you can see, they are equal. The left and the right side of the equation are equal. Therefore, it is indeed a solution to our equation. Did you get it? All right, another example. Number 2. Solve 14 equals x plus 7. Notice here, class, that the variable is on the right side of the equation. Okay? We can solve this by isolating the variable on the right side, or we may make use of the symmetric property to interchange the left and the right side of the equation so that the variable is on the left side. Nonetheless, it's okay if the x is on the right or on the left. It doesn't matter, really. Okay? So since we have here this division, as you can see, meaning we have two ways for us to solve this equation. Okay? Let's have the first method or first way. I just rewrite here a given 14 equals x plus 7. So using the symmetric property, we can interchange the left and the right side of the equation. Okay? Because when we say symmetric property, it states that the first quantity is just equal to the second quantity. Okay? Therefore, the second is just equal to the first. Alright? And then, let's now apply APE for us to be able to isolate x. Just like what we did on the first example. We need to make x alone on this side. So adding, what should we add here for us to be able to cancel? Of course, the inverse of 7 or the additive inverse of 7, which is negative 7. Okay? So we added negative 7 on the left, so we should add also on the right. Let us simplify it. So this one would be 0 or cancelled. Diniretso ko na lang po. No? So it would be x is equal to 7. Okay? How about for the second method? For the second method, class, we should be able to arrive with the same value for x, which is 7. Okay? Let's rewrite again the given. Here, another way is to isolate first. Unahin natin yung first step. Isolate first the variable on the right side. So using the APE, we need to add negative 7 to both sides of the equation. Okay, for us to be able to cancel it and isolate x. So our simplified form here would be 14 plus negative 7 is 7, and this one will be cancelled or 0. So the only remaining would be x. Okay, so since we are dealing with x, we can now apply the symmetric property, so that we could just interchange them. Okay? X is equal to 7. We got the same answer. Okay? So notice class, in examples 1 and 2, kindly observe. Let me just show you everything. So observe that applying APE or addition property of equality to isolate the variable cause the other term to be merely transferred to the other side of the equation. Were you able to observe it? Okay. So for the first example, notice that 21 was just transferred to the opposite side of the equation. And the sign is changed to its opposite. No? And also for the second example, our 7 here our 7 was transferred to the other side and the sign is just negative or -7. So this process is what we call transposition. Okay? Transposition means the process of transferring a term from one side of the equation to the other and changing its sign to its opposite. Okay? So note that this is not a property of equality, rather just a process. Okay? So transfer lang natin ang isang term to the other side and make it the sign opposite. Alright. Let's now have the solving equations using multiplication of equality. Okay, this time, same idea with APE, only that here we will be using multiplication. Okay, so let's have the first example. Notice that the variable is already isolated on one side of the equation. Diba? Naka-isolate na siya. However, the coefficient of the variable x is 2. We said that we should make it 1, no? So recall the multiplicative inverse of a number. We know that when we multiply a number by its multiplicative inverse, the product is 1. Okay, let's see. So here is our given. And by the use of MPE, we need to multiply both sides of the equation by the multiplicative inverse of 2, or what we call the reciprocal of 2. Okay? So that we could make it 1, or we could make the numerical coefficient of x 1. Okay, I'll show you. So here, we multiplied on both sides 1/2. That's the reciprocal of 2 because for 2, we have a denominator of 1. So the inverse of that would be 1/2. The multiplicative inverse is 1/2, interchanging their positions. Okay? Next would be simplifying it. What is 1/2 times 2x? That would give us 1x equals 16 over 2. Okay? So do we still need to write 1 here? No need for that. Okay? So we have here already x is equal to 8. Alright? So our solution here is 8. Let us now check if that is correct. So again, to check, we need to use the substitution property. So our value for x is -8. Then, substituting the value of x, which is -8, so 2 times 8 is 16 equals 16. So since x equals 8 satisfies the equation, therefore it is a solution. Are you getting it? We're down to our last example, second example. Oh, sorry, it should be second. Example number 2. So solve -2x over 3 equals 10 over 3. So in this equation, the variable is already isolated on one side of the equation, which is on the left side. However, again, the coefficient of the variable is not equal to 1. Okay? For us to make it equal to 1, again, we need to make use of MPE, or multiplicative property of equality, a multiplication property of equality. So we need to multiply the multiplicative inverse of negative 2/3, or the reciprocal to each side or to both sides of the equation. So what is the reciprocal of 2/3? That would be negative 3/2. Okay? So there, we multiplied negative 3/2 on the left. Of course, we should do it also on the right side. Okay? And then just simplify what is negative 3/2 times negative 2/3. It would now be positive 6/6x. On the right side, 10/3 times negative 3/2, the product would be negative 30/6. So notice here that we could already cancel or reduce it to lowest term. So that's 1x, or just simply x, equals, the lowest term of this would be negative 5. Okay? Let's check if negative 5 is really our solution for this equation. Alright, so checking example 2, if our x is equal to negative 5, then negative 2x over 3 equals 10/3, that's our given. Substitute the value of x, which is negative 5, and simplify it. What is the product of negative 2/3 times negative 5? That would be 10/3 divided by, is equal to 10/3. Okay? So they are now equal. Therefore, it is a solution. Alright? So it's now your turn. Kindly solve the 2-item practice exercises. Solve the linear equation and verify your solution by checking it. Okay? Thank you so much for listening.